Are the Los Angeles Lakers trying to manage LeBron James's minutes and only allow him to play 28 minutes a night? We're going to break that down on today's video. You're watching the Lakers Report by Chat Sports. I am Marshall Green. According to a report that came out this morning, the Lakers plan to limit LeBron James's minutes throughout the entire season. The number was 28 to 30 minutes. And we saw that on display in the season opener against the Denver Nuggets, where he logged just 29 minutes. Obviously, LeBron's going to do what he does, one of the best ever to touch a basketball. He stuffed the stat sheets in those minutes. 21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and he was extremely efficient from the field, 10 of 16. But I think it's a really slippery slope for Darvin Ham to walk down, because at the end of the day, you still got to punch your ticket to the NBA playoffs. And the Western Conference is much better this year than it was last year. And my question is, can you get a good seed and not be forced to face a team like the Denver Nuggets in the first round if LeBron is playing less than 30 minutes per night? Darvin Ham was asked about LeBron and said, it's easy with him to get caught up in the emotion of the game, and you tend to forget you want to play these long stretches. But in order for him to be as effective as possible, we have to be mindful of the minute output and how long his stretches are. And I understand this line of thinking. Look, LeBron James is the oldest player in the NBA, and they do need to manage his minutes. I think 28 is a little bit too low. Do I need to see LeBron James playing 38 minutes in the month of October? Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying. But I think there's a little bit of a happy median there. And this may be one of those situations where in October it's 28 minutes. In November it's 29 minutes. December it's 30. January it's 31. February it's 32. And when the playoffs and the All-Star game comes rolling around, LeBron James is fully back in to that 35-minute per game type of grind that he always is. LeBron was asked about the minute restriction that he might be under this year, and King James said this: listen, I always want to be on the floor, especially when you got an opportunity to win a game or you feel like you can make an impact. But this is the system in place, and I'm going to follow it. For me, that sounds like a guy that's not all on board with what this coaching staff is trying to deploy right now. But you have to think big picture. I can talk about both sides because I understand both sides. And I'm right down the middle on where I stand. The last couple of years for the Lakers, outside of last year, were derailed due to injuries with LeBron and Anthony Davis. Both the guys played less than 56 games in 2018. They played 67 and 62 games in 2019. But after that, neither player has played more than 56 games. Reminder, there's 82 in the regular season. I think the Lakers are probably thinking if we can keep his minutes down, that may put him in a spot that helps him avoid injury. And that's really the only thing, in my opinion, that can derail this Lakers season. If LeBron James gets hurt, or even if Anthony Davis gets hurt. So I don't mind the fact that they're trying to manage his minutes. It's just a risky path to go down, because you never know what can happen in the NBA. And he still may get hurt playing just 29 and a half minutes. Just crazy things like that tend to happen. What do you think? Will LeBron James play more or less than 29 and a half minutes per game this season? King James, 29 and a half minutes per night. Type M for more, type L for less. I'm curious what you think. We're going to talk about more LeBron James coming up in a second. But I got to tell you guys about our proud sponsor, Prize Picks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. If you want to play daily fantasy with the best app in the game, it's the best and really the only way to play daily fantasy. And with basketball season here, you can now pick combo projections across football and basketball from the Specials League, a league created specifically for combo projections that include 2 or more players from different sports or leagues. For example, LeBron James plus Travis Kelce at 10.5 combination of three-pointers made and receptions. I love all the different types of fun things that Prize Picks does. And tonight, they're offering you a special on Damian Lillard's points. They lowered his point total to 18.5. So I'm going to select more on that. I also think LeBron James is going to have a big game tonight against the injury-riddled Phoenix Suns. So I'm going to go with more on his points. I think tonight's an AD night. Didn't show up in that second half on opening night. I think he will tonight. You can roll with my picks or fade my picks over on prizepicks.com/CLNS. Just a reminder, use the promo code CLNS if you want Prize Picks to match your initial deposit up to $100. That link will be clickable down in the comments and description of today's video. Alrighty. Do the Los Angeles Lakers have a point guard problem? D'Angelo Russell struggled in the Lakers season opener, prompting a lot of questions. And one play that sticks out to me, and it's a viral clip that I'm sure everybody has saw. LeBron James is open on the elbow, calling for the ball, and then D'Angelo Russell just jacked a three. And then you see LeBron and D'Angelo Russell talking, and LeBron says, yo, if you just give me the ball on the elbow, I can see the entire floor. I don't know how well that relationship is going right now. And also, D'Angelo Russell, his play was not up to par. And honestly, wasn't good enough in the playoffs. And my patience are running a little bit thin to think if D'Angelo Russell can ever be a starting point guard on a championship contender. He's too erratic for me, man. I understand 11 points and 7 assists. Sure, all good and dandy. But it took you 12 shots and you only made 4 of them. And just weren't all that efficient. I don't think he's a needle mover. He doesn't defend, and I don't know how much better he actually makes other players. And I'll tell you this, with LeBron said to an assistant coach, I feel like his patience may be running thin as well. Quote, he was on the sideline talking to an assistant coach and said, y'all do know I can play point guard too, right? I can play the point with Rui in there or Austin and TP at the 2 and 3. I'm just out there floating around. How do you not let LeBron run the show? I get the minutes restriction. I get it's October. I get it's the first day of the freaking season. But LeBron didn't sound on board with the minutes restriction. He doesn't seem happy with the way D'Angelo Russell's playing. And the fact in, season 4 for LeBron with the Lakers? He had to tell the assistant coach, season 6, how long has it been? He says, I could play point guard, you know? That's not good. It's not good, Jim. Not good at all. Considering your other backup point guard that you made a priority in signing in free agency did not show up. Gabe Vincent was not good. Had just 6 points and 2 assists in 22 minutes. And the worst part about it is what made him so good on the Heat were the intangibles. Helping the Heat win. Making the team better when he was on the floor. He did the complete opposite for the Lakers. He was a team worst minus 17 in the first game. Look, you got to let LeBron handle the rock, man. The blueprint is out there to how to build a contender around LeBron James. You have one guard that can create his own shot, and then you got 3 other people that can defend and shoot threes around him. It's the opening night. Not going to make too big of a deal of it. But I do think what LeBron said to the assistant coach, which wasn't on the record, that just was caught up by the cameras, and then what he said to them about the minute restriction, yeah, that's going to be something to monitor as we continue to roll through the rest of these 81 games. What's your concern level about the Lakers' point guards? D'Angelo Russell, Gabe Vincent. Scale it for me, 1 to 10. 1 being you're not concerned, 10 you are extremely concerned. Let me know what you think. And a reminder, subscribe to the channel. We're going to continue to pump out content on this channel as the season goes on. And we are on the cusp of getting to 52,000 subscribers. So if you want free Lakers content every day, hit that sub button. Maybe do some more watch parties like we did on opening night. Game 2 is tonight for the Lakers. Suns, Lakers at the Crypt. Lakers enter as 5.5-point favorites. Devin Booker is not going to play. Bradley Beal is not going to play. There's actually a lot of injuries for both teams. You're also not going to see Jared Vanderbilt. You're also not going to see Jalen Hood-Schifino. And Cam Reddish is probable, so he probably will be out there. And I honestly like the way Cam played a little bit. I thought he flashed his length a little bit on the defensive end. And we've always said, if there's anybody that can get the best out of Cam Reddish, it's King James. The Lakers have to take advantage tonight. You're going to have to play the Suns a couple more times this year. But the fact you're getting them when they're extremely hurt with no Beal or Booker, you got to capitalize. The Suns likely to be out with Booker and Beal. The Lakers need to take advantage. It's their home opener at the Crypt, so let's get it on. Who do you got? Who do you got in this game? Is it the Lakers? Is it the Suns? Type LAL if you're rolling with the Lake Show, or PHX if you think the Phoenix Suns are going to get it done. Let me know what you think down below. I'll be down in the comment section seeing what all the real ones are saying. Remember, you could also give me a follow over on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_. I'm tweeting about the NBA all day, every day. I'm going to chop it up with some of you guys. So hit me up. Let's go.